From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Welcome on in, Grizzly fans. Sorry for the little bit of a delay and sorry for the technical difficulties. We are trying to figure out our game camera, but for some reason it's just not cooperating very much, so you're going to be stuck with us for a little bit of audio. Thank you for joining us on 102.1 KVNU and as well as CacheValleyDaily.com. Today, Logan Grizzlies are going to be taking on South Summit, just outside of Park City. Very nice little community. I've driven through it a couple times. Let's go through. Their record is 3-2, and their starters are number 1, Blake Ozagorth. I can't know how to pronounce that. We're going to call him Blake. Number 5, Logan Wollisnum. Number 12, Brooks Barranca. Number 21, Riker Bowen, and number 35, Joey Harris. And again, those are the starters for the 3-2 South Summit Wildcats. Let's hop over to our home team, the Logan Grizzlies. We've seen them before with a minus of Sade Nembe. Sade Nembe suffering an injury last night, not able to play in today's. We pray for a speedy recovery for him. He is quite the basketball talent, and I don't think we've seen the last of him. So our starters for the Grizzlies are number 0, Josh Jensen. Number 13, Milo Steele. Number 15, Reed Olson. Expect him to have a great game again tonight. And replacing Sade Nembe is number 21, Ethan Woolley. And number 24 is Graydon Olson as well. Actually, correction, Ethan Woolley is usually a starter. It's Graydon Olson, the brother of Reed Olson, who's going to be starting as well. Like we were saying last night, the Grizzlies played Morgan. It was a hard-fought game. Morgan is a very good team, and Morgan pulled away to add insult to injury.
Quite literally in this case,
exactly.
Insult to injury.
Literally, Sade Nembe got hurt. I am joined by Logan Weber. We've become fast friends. He's awesome. He's going to be helping me with color as well.
Great to be here, Adam. And, you know, I'm super excited to watch Reed Olson play tonight. Looking through his stats on Max Preps, he's averaging a double-double right now with over 60% efficiency shooting from the floor. So very, very exciting to have him on the floor for the Logan Grizzlies tonight. And South Summit is going to win that tip.
Absolutely. We got number 12, Brooks Barranca playing point guard. Passes to number 5. Passes them back to Barranca, who's caught in the corner. Ethan Woolley's got some height on him. Pushes him towards the paint. He's blocked by Woolley. Out to number 35, who drains the 3. That was Joey Harris on that three-pointer. Again, since we don't have our game cam or our score cam, we're going to have to be a little good about giving you guys a score. And the time as Ethan Woolley takes a 3, goes off the rim. Reed Olson fighting for the rebound. Foul called on Logan, going back to South Summit's direction.
Yeah, and if that foul is called on Reed Olson, which I believe it was, that's probably South Summit's game plan tonight, is get him fouls, get him in trouble, and get him off the floor as quickly as possible and for as much time as possible.
Big physical kid Reed Olson is, and if you play your cards right, sometimes referees will have sympathy for you if you're a smaller player. Number 5 takes a mid-range jumper. That was Logan. Rebound by Reed Olson, I believe. Passes out to Milo Steele, takes it about the logo. Goes to his right, is caught by Logo. Out to number 0. I got the wrong roster on my hands. Josh Jensen, back to Woolley, who takes the layup, goes off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Logan. Out to number 1. He's going to mid-range floater. Sinks that way in. Again, that was Blake Ozathorpe. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right. In fact, I know I'm not, but oh well. Josh Jensen is taking the ball out to Ethan outside the mid-range, directing traffic. Up to Milo at the top of the three-pointer. Not a lot of movement from Logan right now. Just kind of a lot of sitting and staring, seeing if anything's going to happen. Feed into Reed Olson underneath the basket, loses control of the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Showing some frustration, Reed Olson is. This South Summit defense kind of giving Logan some fits.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what you want to do. Early in the game, you want to cause some frustration. You want to get them in their own head a little bit and try and disrupt the flow of their offense.
Brooks Branca passes into number 5, Logan Woolshume, and he commits an offensive travel, I believe, giving Logan the ball.
That's the Reed Olson effect, folks. You get down there and Reed rushes in, going to cause a little bit of anxiety, causing that travel there.
Amen. Milo Steele, correction, Ethan Levitt bringing the ball up, goes right to the basket, misses. South Summit takes the ball, number 5, takes it, commits Max Clayton. Correction, the referees, there you go! That was number 24, Graydon Olson, taking the offensive charge, giving possession right back to the Logan Grizzlies. Good heads-up play by Graydon Olson, brother of Reed Olson.
And Logan Wolstenhune for South Summit done a great job of attacking the rim thus far. But once again, great draw of the charge by Olson there.
Absolutely. Reed Olson in the paint, goes up with the layup, misses. Rebounded again by Max Clayton. No, not Max Clayton, sorry, correction. Logan Woolshume, he might be on track for a double-double with all these rebounds he keeps getting. Logan Woolshume has it up, passes to number 35, Joey Harris, and he's driving in the paint. Back out to Woolshume. Again, I'm probably not pronouncing his name right either. But he drives, goes up for the layup, and it tickles in, getting the nylon. Our score is 7-0 with about 5 minutes left to go here in this first quarter as Milo brings up the ball with a little bit of tempo as well, trying to do a little shake and bake with some pressure from Joey Harris of South Summit. Passes out to number 21, Ethan Woolley. Passes out to Reed Olson at top of the key. Back out to Milo, top of the three-pointer. Graydon Olson driving in, using his length and his advantage. And he is fouled again by Logan Woolshume. Is that how you'd say it?
I think it's Woolstenhune.
Woolstenhune.
That's quite the name.
We're doing our best we can here.
South Summit really forcing the issue on defense here. You look at Milo Steele, who just puts in the first 2 points of the night for Logan on a floater. The second he crosses half-court line, they turn up the intensity like crazy, almost forced that over and back there on that last possession.
Absolutely, you're totally right. A low-scoring affair, mostly defense and mistakes on both sides. As Joey Harris takes the deep 3, and he nails it.
Good
Might have
heavens.
to keep our eye on him. He's about the same height as Milo Steele, but man, he's got quite the shot. As Milo Steele looking for some space, passes back out to Josh Jensen, who's also sees some room, drives back out to Milo for a corner 3. He hesitates, drives in, and eventually makes the right decision. He was looking for Josh Jensen in the corner, but bounces it off a South Summit player to stop the clock and maybe have an outlet pass and run a set play. Logan, one of the things that we saw last night when it was me and Jason running the broadcast is they were really struggling with rebounds, and I think we've seen a little bit of that here they've got the size advantage on South Summit, but for some reason they just haven't been able to get those second chance opportunities as Milo Steele drives in, passes into Reed Olson in the paint, turnover. Blake Osethorpe takes the ball. He drives coast to coast. Ooh, reverse side layup just barely spins out.
Touched every inch of the rim.
But just not enough to get inside as Ethan Woolley brings up, directs traffic, hands off to Milo Steele, excuse me. Out to Jensen. Jensen commits an offensive foul. Actually, correction. I believe it was Reed Olson with the moving screen. Referees are going to call that every single time. I think last night the referees were letting a lot of physical play happen, probably more than you might be used to if you go back and watch that replay. I think the referees are going to call a little bit of a tighter game here tonight.
And that can be hard to adjust to as a player for sure, having the switch in officiating. As
Jake, correction.
Brooks Branca is going to take that to the rim and go a little bit long on the layup. Some chatter down on the sideline as the result of that out of bounds call was controversial, to say the least.
A little bit. It could have gone called either way. When I was paying attention, it did look like it bounced off of Reed Olson, off of his foot as they were going. We got a quick timeout, probably about 30 seconds, give or take. Logan, so far, what have you been seeing? What's been going on? Why can't Logan High School get any points?
You know, back to your point of rebounding, I think that's been a huge issue. I think they're going to have to, with the 2 fouls already called on Reed Olson, they're going to have to play a less aggressive style of basketball, which is definitely going to continue to hurt them in the long run. And it looks like Reed is going to take a seat here, coming out of the timeout. In for the Grizzlies now is Eli Cox. Oh, scratch that. Cam Alvarado, number 10.
Cam Alvarado played a lot of heavy minutes last night. Looking to see him have more experience. As for some reason the lights out here kind of turned off. It's not. Number 35, Joey Harris, putting a little shake on bake on Josh Jensen. Out to number 10, Jack Johnson, for South Summit. 23, Cole Weber loses the ball. Milo Steele,
potential fast break opportunity there, dribbled out of bounds by the Grizzlies. We just have not been able to see them keep their composure for more than one possession at a time, it seems.
And it's just one of those things, it's hard to say probably why. I just think, with last night's game, it was a pretty emotional loss because you lost Sade Nemby. He might be out for a couple weeks, and that kind of carries over. That does have a carryover effect. As the ball gets bounced off of a Logan player, we have an outlet pass out to number 10 for South Summit, and that's going to be a turnover. Take that back. Oh, fast break. Josh Jensen loses the ball for Logan. No score. We're still 10-2 in South Summit's favor.
I just can't see Logan making a comeback here if we're going to continue to see missed shots like that. Wide open, fast break layup. Bounces off the rim.
Absolutely. As Blake Osethorpe goes up for layup, misses, but offensive rebound that gets turned over. Ethan Woolley bringing it up. Alvarado down in the paint. Back to Woolley out the three-point line. He's driving up to the center. Passes to center to Milo Steele. Josh Jensen, same thing. A lot of just traffic outside the three-point line. Not a lot of movement inside and out as Milo Steele looking to create some action at the very top of the three-point line. Josh Jensen, turnover. Just no ball security, and Jack Johnson looking to pass it in.
Goes off the knee of Blake Osethorpe there and out of bounds. Just under 2 minutes left here in this first quarter, and the Grizzlies are trailing big early. It's a 2-10 game. Grizzlies down.
Yeah,
but we'll see how they answer on this possession.
Absolutely. At any point, we still have a long ways to go. And a lot of these shots seem to be going in as Milo Steele takes a three-pointer, misses. Graydon Olson with the offensive rebound. You want to see more of that. Get those second chance points as Alvarado passes to Josh Jensen, who takes a three, misses. And that's going to be number 21, Riker Bowen for South Summit getting the rebound. As Joey Harris brings it up, he's fast, he's twitchy, and he has a three-point shot to boot. Coordinated traffic for South Summit. Out to Riker Bowen, passes back out to number 10, Jack Johnson for South Summit. As Alvarado sticks his hand in, they were looking for that inside pass to Riker Bowen. to maybe see if they could get an easy reverse side layup. Alvarado sticks his hand in and says, none of that here. You're going to have to get past me. And they're playing, it's, for what it is, it's 10-2 with about over a minute to go here in the first quarter. It has been a little frustrating for the Logan Grizzlies, but at no point are they out of it. 8 points is not too far, if you ask me. And this team can score in bunches, but you just got to have some positive offense go your way.
Absolutely. And to your point about the frustration, you could see it on the Logan players' faces early on when the shots weren't falling. They're not having the best time out here.
Absolutely. As Riker Bowen for South Summit misses the layup, rebounded by Alvarado.
They're getting the opportunities. They just have to capitalize on them.
Number 2 for Logan, Andre Campos. I believe that's the first time we're saying his name for the night. Inside pass to Graydon Olson, who's fouled on his way up. Good heads-up play by Andre to find Max Clayton, who eventually found Olson inside the paint, right in motion, so he is able to get that foul and get 2 free throws out of it. Maybe to cut into this 8-point lead, and we're down to 34 seconds left in this first quarter.
Free throws could be the deciding factor in this game.
As it rims out. We
call this the broadcaster's curse.
Yeah, absolutely. We are still 10-2 with Graydon Olson at the line to take one more. South Summit making some substitutions. Number 3, Calvin Loftus is in for Riker Bowen, I believe. Graydon Olson here at the line, goes through his motion. Shots up and good. Nothing but nylon. Cutting into this 8-point lead. Logan down 7 with about 33 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. South Summit drives in. Foul is called away from the ball. It's going to be staying here at South Summit, just getting a little too physical. I believe they called it on number 10 for Logan, Cam Alvarado, that being his first foul of the night. South Summit, they need to figure out who's going to be doing the inbounds pass here. Looks like
Maddox Welch steps up to the occasion.
South Summit outside the 3-point line. Oh, sloppy pass.
Stolen by Andre Campos, and he's going to force a quick foul out of Jack Johnson. Once again, just trying their best to rack up fouls and get more possession here. And they're going to call a timeout.
I believe that was Logan that called that timeout, correct?
I think so, yes.
So we'll keep it here as it's just going to be a quick 30-second, and we only have about 22 seconds left here in this first quarter. Talking a little bit about frustrations, I think we're still seeing it on that rebounding side. A lot of the fundamentals, we're seeing the hustle, right?
Absolutely.
We're seeing the effort, but just those fundamentals, right? When you're going for those rebounds, you got to box out, right? Your butt has to find somebody and just block them out, and that gives you a greater chance to get these rebounds. And Logan, like I said, they have the height advantage. They just need to be able to just kind of box out a little bit more. And I think we're going to start seeing some of those defensive rebounds, but as well, you got to start stealing offensive rebounds. You got to cutting into those, get those easy putbacks for points, seeing how we are down by 7 with the score being 10-3 in South Summit's favor. As Ethan Woolley takes a pass out to Graydon Olson, passes to Max Clayton, passes back out to Ethan Woolley. Can't believe that's a foul. There we go. As
Foul
Ethan
call,
Woolley was
yeah.
taking a 3-pointer.
He just gets fully rushed by a South Summit player.
He just gets decked.
There are not many better ways to end the quarter than on the free throw line here.
Absolutely, right?
For the Grizzlies.
Especially as these players, right, just seeing the ball go in the net and tickle that nylon, it can be definitely a good positive momentum shift like what you were saying.
And Woolley is going to make his first of 3 free throws.
Coach Matt giving his players some direction here on this closer sideline as Ethan Woolley misses his second free throw. Our score here, 10-4 with 10 seconds left. Ethan Woolley at the foul line to take one more free throw as he was fouled on a 3-point shot. And he drills the second one. Our score is 5-10. 10 seconds left to go. South Summit bringing it up. Finds number 12 for South Summit as he drives in, looking for a mid-range jumper and just no time left. That was number 12, Jacob Spack, Jacob Spack, looking to try to create something and just not able to do that. Oh, correction, I'm looking at the wrong roster. That was Brooks Bianca, and just not able to correct anything. Too much time off the clock, and we're going to go to our first commercial break of the night. And we'll come back with the second quarter of action here on KVNU and CashValleyDaily.com.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, because I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Welcome on back to the Grizzly Den, your home for the Logan Grizzly basketball as Reed Olson takes the reverse side layup, misses it, rebound fought for. We got a little bit of scrum on the ground. I believe they called a jump ball. Oh no, they called a foul on Reed Olson as both players were going for it.
That is not what we want to see, not at all. That is his third foul of the night, and it looks like he's reporting right back to the bench after 14 seconds of play in this second quarter.
Definitely a rough way to start, as South Summit will take that inbounds pass. Number 12, Brooks Bianca playing point guard, bringing it back up. Finds number 35, Joey Harris. Corner three, inside pass to number 5. That was Logan Wollesthune with an easy layup, making our score 12-5.
And Graydon played good defense down low there. Just
didn't pan out.
Couldn't get the block, and Logan Wollesthune puts up a tough layup. But Graydon's going to try and answer on the other end. No good. Rebounded by Riker Bowen of South Summit. And they're going to take it back down.
We got Brooks for South Summit at top, directing traffic, pointing direction, calling out a play. Logan playing a 3-2 sort of defense that might merge back into a 2-3 zone. Back out to number 10 for South Summit. Mid-range shot, no good. Rebound by Max Clayton as Josh Jensen is going to bring it up for Logan, and he's going to commit, I believe, the offensive foul. Correction, no, defensive foul on number 12, Brooks Bianca.
I thought for sure that was going to be another Grizzly foul, but I guess
his feet were moving, right? Max Clayton, corner three, passes back out to Josh Jensen. Again, not a lot of movement. Screen almost sent to number 10 for Logan. Finds Milo Steele. Finds Max Clayton, who takes a three-pointer, and he tickles the nylon.
First three-point field goal for the Grizzlies tonight, making it an 8-12 game with 6:30 left to go in this second quarter.
Making it the closest lead, this 4-point lead that South Summit's had. We're back within striking distance as number 10 for South Summit takes a shot, bounces off the rebound. Number 5 for South Summit, Logan Wollesthune, gets the easy layup with 14-8. As Miles Steele hurries up on the other side. Mid-range floater, no good. Rebounded by number 5, Logan Wollesthune. He's had himself quite the game so far as Brooks for South Summit brings up the point. Passes around the key, back to Brooks. Top of the key, looking for any inside action. Finds number 5, Logan Wollesthune again. And he's going to do a spin move. Loses the ball, almost stolen. Almost stolen multiple times by Logan defenders. Graded. And then eventually Mac, oh my goodness!
Oh my.
Again, we apologize for not having our camera working, technical difficulties. We'll do the best we can with just our audio, but it was just a scrum. No one could get their hands on the ball, and eventually Max Clayton gets basically tackled by number 21, Riker Bowen, I believe.
Looks like he took a skull to the gut there, and that That does not feel good.
No, not at all.
And Clayton going to go to the bench after that hard contact. One thing I did want to point out that we unfortunately missed, Cam Alvarado had a great block there at the start of that very long possession, and they're going to call an offensive foul on the Grizzlies. The Grizzly Den is letting them hear it. They are not happy with that call.
No, student section definitely not happy.
They wanted a technical foul on the previous possession and did not get it, so I think that really lit a fuse over on the Logan student section as we hear multiple screams at the referees.
And again, the referees do have the ability to start handing out technicals if the fans do get too crazy here. In high school, it's a bad pass as Ethan Woolley takes the ball. He's driving in. Oh, they're going to call it charge. They're going to call it.
I can't see them. I can't be too mad at that call. He did stick an elbow out and push.
Absolutely.
But it's not great timing.
For sure, yeah.
Is all I can say.
And if you guys can hear the crowd through our mics, right, you're hearing some of the frustration. I think the frustration, not so much on that foul call, but I think it's just frustration of like...
built up over time.
Logan just can't seem to get any positive momentum as Grayton Olson gets a rebound and is fouled almost immediately by Riker Bowen.
We're seeing what could be a bit of a makeup call here by the referees. Called on South Summit.
Absolutely.
But they get a good rebound and are able to press on offense for the first time. Let's hope they don't commit an offensive foul early in the possession again.
Absolutely. As Josh Jensen has the ball, hands off to Ethan Woolley. Again, a lot of action far from the three-point line. He's driving in, pass it back out to Josh Jensen, who drives again, mid-range floater, no good, air ball. Outlet pass to Brooks, and he's bringing up traffic.
Timeout called.
Timeout
by
called.
South Summit.
Let's keep it here. Let's go over, like we were saying, right, just frustration building up. What was going on in the past couple of offensive possessions for Logan? Why can't things just go right?
Well, I think they're just setting a few, what's the word I'm looking for here? Rinky-dink screens, yeah. And they're getting called for illegal screens on those screens.
Yep.
Simply put, they're playing a very physical game. I think a lot of that is due to the frustration from both sides, possibly, that we're seeing here. But as we go back into the game now, 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter, 8-14. It has been a slugfest out here.
Absolutely.
Not a lot of baskets, a few punches thrown, not really. But there was a head to the chest. And that was not fun for Max Clayton to catch that.
Yeah, definitely. Sure. Okay, as we said, 14-8 is our score. South Summit with the 4-point lead. Actually, correction, 6-point lead with about 4 minutes left to go in this first half.
It's going to bounce way out to the logo off the tip from a Logan Grizzly down low on the missed shot.
As South Summit finds their player, number 1, commits a travel. That was Blake Osgathorpe. Again, I'm sorry on these last names. If there are any South Summit fans that are watching, I apologize. I'm just not very good with these kind of names. Commits a travel. Logan's ball with about 3:58 as the clocks hasn't started yet. There we go. Referees and scorekeepers are going to figure out the clock situation. I think they're going to settle on 3:52.
You know, I think it could be good for these teams to have just a moment to cool off and, think about how to move the offense forward. This has been a very hard-nosed game so far. A lot of fouls called, a lot of short possessions. I think there's a lot of frustration on the floor. So this could be a good chance to cool off and just focus a little bit, go Zen mode. That's going to be Cam Alvarado from the corner 3, no good. Bounces around off the hands of Grayton Olson, out of bounds. And South Summit is going to take the ball.
Absolutely. To build off what you're talking about, right? Some of the frustrations, right? It hasn't necessarily turned chippy or aggressive towards one another, but just both teams seeming to struggle, with South Summit having the slight advantage as they pass out to number 1, Blake, out to number 5, Joey Harris. finds number 25, Brooks, and he misses. Air ball again. Crowd letting him hear it.
The student section's having a great time with that.
Absolutely, and he gets the and one.
On the fast break, it's going to be Josh Jensen on the break, catching the pass and taking it up to the hoop for 2+1 at the line.
Absolutely love to see that speed and
I believe
have that
they
connection.
added his 2 points to the visiting side. No,
there we
yes.
go.
Okay, it's fixed. They fixed it.
Our score being 14-10 in the favor of South Summit, but some positive momentum on Logan's side. As like you were saying, Josh Jensen finding that physicality inside him. He is a senior, 5'10", weighed in about 160 pounds, right? Using that to some of his advantage as he gets the and one with a chance to get this lead within striking distance. Misses a free throw. Cam Alvarado gets the offensive rebound. We talked about it a little bit last night and tonight about how the offensive rebounds, you just need to start having them. You need to get physical on those rebounds. Cam Alvarado doing just that as South Summit takes number 1, Blake Ozagathorpe, and he gets the easy layup. Our score is 16-12 with about 3 minutes left to go here in the first half.
And finally, we're seeing both teams build a little bit of offensive momentum here. We'll see what they do with it going forward.
As Cam Alvarado passes back out to Ethan Woolley on the three-point line. Milo Steele, top of the three. Back to the right, back to Milo Steele. Josh Jensen takes a three, nails it! Feet set.
1 point game for the Grizzlies.
Feet set, ball wet, splash for Josh Jensen, having himself quite the night. Being the leading scorer with 5 points for Logan. With our score being 16-15, South Summit with a 1 point lead with 2:30 left to go here in the half. Inside pass to South Summit. What did they call? Logan Grizzly saying jump ball, jump ball. Looks like they call a foul on number 24, Graydon Olson. That's going to be his first foul of the night. Remains South Summit's ball. Number 5 for South Summit. Easy inside pass.
That's Wolstenhume again.
He's had himself quite the game. As Josh Jensen playing point guard, bringing the ball up.
Taking it back up to the 3-point lead here for South Summit, 15-18. 2 minutes left. Ethan Woolley, he's going to take it in. Kick back out to Josh Jensen.
Josh Jensen has the ball, pass out to Milo Steele. Milo Steele takes a three. He hits it. He's feeling it. Look at that, guys. We got a tied game on our hands, 18-18, with about 1:55 left to go here in the first half. Lots of positive momentum. You got to get it on the defensive ball as number 3 for South Summit is wide open. That's Maddox Welch. Corner 3, wide open. Scores 21-18 in the favor of South Summit. 3-point lead with 1:40 left here to go in the first half. Ethan Woolley has the outside the key, finds Milo Steele at the top of the 3-point line. He drives, he's gonna get fouled.
Wow, that three by Calvin Loftus for South Summit really sent the roaring Grizzly Den into hibernation. Silencer from the corner down low.
Absolutely, right? We're seeing a lot of positive things come from Logan, right? Offensively. Right now, you just need to start hooking in your defense, right? Hook your defense up to the motor that's been your offense so far. And we're going to have quite ourselves. I really do think that this is going to be a really fun game. Both teams are pretty similar as far as records. South Summit being 3-2 and Logan being 2-3 as Max Clayton's coming back into the game for Cam Alvarado.
It would be fantastic to see Reed Olson step on the floor for more than 1 minute at a time.
Absolutely.
We hope to see that coming into the third quarter here soon.
Exactly, right? Coach has got to be saying, hey, man, we need you in this game. We don't need to be ticky-tack. Referees are calling a little bit of a tighter game than compared to last night. As Ethan Woolley dribbles outside the 3-point line. He's driving, going the long way around, and he's fouled on the shot, getting 2 free throws out of it. Looks like they're going to call the foul on number 23, Cole Reber. I almost said Weber, but that's your last name.
That is my last name.
Cole Reber with the foul. Ethan Woolley going to be taking 2 free throws here. Takes the first one. Nothing but nylon.
Beautiful free throw stroke from Ethan Woolley there.
Absolutely. Just seeing the ball come in as Max Clayton gets subbed back out and Cam Alvarado back in.
I guess Coach saw something he needed to fix.
Yeah, a little bit of a matchup maybe with about 1:20 left here to go in the first half.
Woolley good on the second as well.
There you go, get a little free throw shooting streak. Our score here, 21-20, South Summit with the 1-point lead. As Joey Harris finds number 3, Maddox Welch. I can never remember his name, but he gets the layup. Our
Great
score,
feed by Wilson Hume there.
Absolutely, good eyes. Our score 23-20, Miss South Summit. As Ethan Woolley has the ball top of the three-point line. He's driving, looking for some action. Finds Josh Jensen, who drives, loses the ball on his way up. I do believe they're going to call a foul, though. Looks like they're going to call it on I guess they called it on Cole Weber again. I believe that's his second foul. It is.
He did not agree with that call.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he just lost the ball. But foul called as Josh Jensen takes the shot and hits the rim a couple times, hits the backboard, and then bounces out. Our score here is still 23-20. South Summit with a 3-point lead with less than a minute here to go, 52 seconds to be exact. As Jensen hits the second one, brings it within 2. South Summit bringing the ball up, finding number 5, Logan Wollesthune, who's had himself quite the game. Joey Harris with his second three-pointer of the night.
That's 3.
Oh, correction, three three-pointers. And our score is 26-21, South Summit. As Graydon Olson has the ball outside the three-point line, looking for Jensen, who takes it. Passes inside to Cam Alvarado. Cam Alvarado's double teamed. He's driving, looking for some help. Finds Olsen top of the three-point line. Finds Ethan Woolley, who's going to drive again. Same thing. This 2-3 zone causing Logan some troubles as he takes a mid-range floater, misses. South Summit has the opportunity to just take this clock and just finish it off. And Joey Harris, who was
his
filling
first
himself.
Miss of the night, albeit from about 40 feet out.
Absolutely, and our score here at the end of the first half is 26-21. South Summit with a 5-point lead. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit about what Logan can do moving forward in this game to, eventually take the lead and win. It's been quite the interesting matchup, as well as we're going to go over some of, things that we've noticed throughout this game. Yes. We'll be back here on 102.1 KVNU and Cache Valley Daily, your home to Logan Grizzly basketball.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence, Napa Auto Parts.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, because I hate a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Welcome on back to the Grizzly Den, your home of the Logan Grizzlies, here on 102.1 KVNU and Cache Valley Daily. If you're joining us on the streaming platform, again, we apologize. Our technical difficulties are just too great for us to handle. We can't seem to get the game camera to work. So you're stuck with us in the audio. If you're joining us over the radio, congratulations. Nothing's going wrong, hopefully.
Everyone's got the same experience tonight. We wanted to make sure everyone's experiencing this game in an equal manner.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Okay, let's talk a little bit about what the Grizzlies can do moving forward, as our score here at halftime is 26-21. South Summit with the lead. Logan, what are you seeing?
I wrote down 3 keys to the game for the second half here that the Logan Grizzlies can capitalize on and try and avoid to maximize their chances of a big win here tonight against the 3-2 South Summit Wildcats. The first being keep Reed Olson on the floor. He hasn't played much, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and when he has been on the floor, he hasn't been fully himself. He's shown a lot of frustration tonight in the way that he's been playing. We don't like to see that. We want to see Reed comfortable, and we want to see him at his double-double average that we know he's very, very capable of. The second, we have a problem on defense, and that problem is named Joey Harris. He's 3 for 3 from the three-point line if you don't include the half-court heave at the end of the first half, which for his sake and for the sake of my point, I'm not going to. But I wrote down no open threes for Harris, and really no open threes at all, because every one of those threes he's hit has been wide open all the time in the world for Joey Harris to set his feet and make some magic happen from behind the line.
Yeah, we've seen a couple other players make those threes. It's a very good point of just, you got to play good perimeter defense, especially on someone like Joey Harris.
Absolutely. My final point, and I think this will be the most challenging to get right, you got to speed this game up. It's been a absolute brutal, it's been a grind in this game. And watching it has been a little frustrating for even us, honestly. Yeah. But I can tell these players are not having the best time down there. There's been a lot of chippy fouls, a lot of fouls in general, and that's not the pacing we like to see. Not to mention, most of the Grizzlies' baskets have come when they're running in transition.
Absolutely.
That South Summit defense is giving them a lot of problems once it gets time to set up. Yep. So my most important and hardest to get down key to the game moving forward is speed the game up. You're going to run in transition. You're going to try and capitalize, maybe throw some deep quarterback passes once you get those defensive rebounds, but you got to move.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Logan. Those are amazing keys, and I do agree, like you were saying, right? If we're going to have success, you got to have Reed Olson be on the court and have that impact. With Sade Nemby going down, unfortunately, last night and probably going to be out for the next couple weeks, best case scenario, Reed Olson has to take a bigger he has to take a bigger role in this team, right? It's kind of up to you to set the tone. And I do agree, right? Where you can speed it up, you've had success. Continue to do that in the second half. I don't have our sponsor sheet with us. I should have asked Jason for it. But I do know some of our sponsors, and we thank them very much. Some of them being Old Grist Mill, the Logo Shop, Adams Wealth Advisors. You probably hear and see them during the commercial breaks. They do a really good job. But again, support our local businesses as they continue to support Logan High School basketball.
We'd like to thank the Logan Booster Club as well for making all this happen, supporting local sports here in the Valley, keeping our kids healthy, making sure they have a lot of fun playing high school basketball.
Absolutely. Took the words right out of my mouth. We're going to take another break for about a minute, and we'll be right back here with Grizzly basketball. I almost said Aggie. Grizzly basketball here on 102.1 KVNU and CashValleyDaily.com.
Just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Folks, shipping up to Boston is playing. The Logan Grizzlies students are on their feet. You know what that means. It's time for some second half basketball here in the Grizzly Den. I'm excited. Adam, are you excited?
Absolutely. Thank you, Logan, for getting us started. As the Grizzlies are down 5, our score being 26-21. South Summit with the lead. And they're going to take the inbounds pass as they find number 12, Brooks Branca. He's been playing point guard pretty much all night long. Takes it outside the three-point line. Fans are chanting air ball. And an emphasis slam dunk to Logan Wollasoon. He's had himself quite the night, and that really does take the steam.
It's another layer to the game.
Absolutely. Takes the steam out of the Logan student section, even after shipping up to Boston.
Not a better way to start the second half. But Logan does have an answer on the other end, and that answer is Reed Olson down low with a post hook, scoring his first 2 points of the night.
Love to see it. Got to see him get in the game, get more of an emphasis. Our score is 28-23 with 7:21 left to go here in the third quarter. Pass back out to Joey Harris. We know he can shoot, maybe a little bit outside his range as he's driving. He's looking for help. Passes back out to Logan Wollasoon, as he's going to try to shake and bake on Graydon Olson, who takes a mid-range jumper and nails it. Good defense by Graydon Olson, but just Logan Wollasoon is heating up, having himself quite the game. Our score is 30-23 in favor of South Summit.
4 points early on in the half. Logan Wollasoon really making a statement to start this second half.
Absolutely, as Ethan Woolley drives in, passes back out to Graydon Olson, back out to Ethan Woolley, who passes to Milo Steele. Josh Jensen's in the corner, passes to the top of the three-point line, finds Reed Olson, layup and in.
Wonderful. Reed Olson making an impact early. He doesn't know how many minutes he's got left on the court, so he's got to make them all count.
Amen. Took the words right out of our mouth. Our score here is 30-25. South Summit finds Brooks Bianca onside with Ethan Woolley playing defense. Finds number 1, who takes a 3, rims out. That was Blake Ozathorpe, who misses. Some hustle from South Summit gets them the rebound. And a foul is called. I believe it's because Reed Olson. Oh, Reed Olson, technical call. That's the last thing you needed. They committed a blocking foul, Reed Olson, and he is also teed up. That is his first technical of the night, as the referees are having a discussion outside the three-point line.
But it looks like Reed could be flirting with the second one here as he goes to the edge of the bench.
Yeah, at that point
he stays. Okay, he's not saying anything. I didn't really catch what he said, but he was walking away from the referee when the technical was called. So Nothing directly to the referee, but still devastating blow to the Logan Grizzlies.
Absolutely.
Losing Reed Olson for another quarter of play.
Definitely not something you want to see.
But something we do want to see, Joey Harris missing both technical free throws, and the Logan Grizzlies student section is loving it.
Absolutely. Discussion between some South Summit players and the referees. As number 1, Blake Osethorpe for South Summit's going to be taking the inbounds pass. Most likely to find either Joey Harris or number 12, Brooks Branca. Actually, plot twist, Logan Woolsthune finds number 21. Oh, layup missed. Logan gets the rebound.
The layup down low.
Absolutely, Josh Jensen bringing the ball up. Screened by Ethan Woolley. Josh Jensen picks up his dribble, has to find Graydon Olson inside the three-point line. Finds Milo Steele back outside the three-point line. Milo Steele takes a three.
Oh,
hits
close
the
one.
rim, no good, as some physical contact called. Believe they're gonna call it on, I believe they called it on Ethan Woolley.
Yes, yes, that is correct.
I believe that's his second foul. Remains South Summit ball. Our score here, 30-25 with 5:43 left to go here in the third quarter. Probably story of the night. Well, 2 stories. Number 1, Reed Olson in foul trouble. And number 2, Logan Woolsthune, as he gets a layup here, is having himself quite the night.
That's 14 for Woolsthune early in the second half.
Leading all scorers of tonight's exhibition. And oh boy, timeout called. Oh, we saw some positive momentum from Logan coming out of half, kind of. Logan Woolsthune, he's going to have himself a night.
Absolutely.
We were talking
Logan
about
Woolsthune,
we're talking about Joey Harris, but also Logan has had himself quite the night with the emphasis slam dunk to open up the scoring here in the second half. And the other, like I was saying, the other point of emphasis, Reed Olson losing his temper a little bit, right? Obviously, you're going to commit fouls. When you play physical, fouls are going to happen. The last thing you want to have happen is get called for technical for just saying something maybe you shouldn't have. We don't know what was said, but the referee didn't like it.
Yeah, and you've seen this build up all night. Well, I guess you on the stream haven't seen it, but we built this up all night, just a little bit by bit, foul by foul. Reed's had to sit a lot, and he's not having it.
Yeah.
But thus is life. Thus is when you've got a 2-inch height advantage over the center you're guarding, you're probably going to get called a few more times than normal. So
Absolutely.
It's going to have to be a lesson learned tonight, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Our score here in the Grizzly Den is 32-25. South Summit with the 7-point lead. With Milo Steele going to be passing the inbounds pass. He's going to be looking for Josh Jensen, who takes a pass, looking back for Ethan Woolley. Almost committed a travel there. Luckily got the ball off in time. Ethan Woolley bringing the ball up, looking to create some offense, some positive momentum here. Josh Jensen has the ball. Little razzle-dazzle dribble, nothing going for it. He's stuck, having to pivot around. Instead, has to pass to Milo Olson inside. Finds Ethan Woolley, open three, drills it. There you go.
Loving to see that. Great shot by Woolley. Great quick shot, too, as there was a defender closing out on him.
Absolutely. Good, quick catch and shoot.
Makes for his first 3 of the night as well.
Absolutely. Our score is 32-28. As play was stopped to fix the net because that three-point shot was so clean, it wrapped the net around the rim. South Summit inbounds the pass back into Blake Osethorpe.
Brooks Branca exchanging some words with the ref on the inbound over something said to the student section.
Amen. We have to keep our eye on that. The student section here is positive, but can get a little rowdy sometimes. As number 23 for South Summit, I do believe his name is Cole Weber, finds Logan Woolsthune, who loses the ball, rebacks it. And then Cole Reber, I believe they called it on. Oh no, offensive foul.
Yes.
For a second there, I thought he got the end one. I was like, oh dear, here we go again.
Reber sticks an elbow in a place it should not be, which is anywhere on a basketball court.
Milo Steele brings the ball up with some tempo, with some speed. Razzle-dazzle dribble, finds Cam Alvarado, who's looking for Ethan Woolley. Ball is tipped. Logan Woolsthune gets the pass, passes to number 1, Blake Osethorpe, and he gets the easy layup and in.
It looked like that one was going to bounce out.
Absolutely, it looked awfully close. Our score is 34-28 with about 4:19 left here to go in the third quarter as Milo Steele has the ball. Passes to Cam Alvarado. Cam Alvarado's looking inside, looking for some action. Josh Jensen thinks about shooting a three. Instead, passes back out to Cam Alvarado. Three-point line. A lot of movement on side. Not a lot of action happening, though, as Milo Steele's looking for Josh Jensen, and instead, it's Brooks Bryanka tipping the ball out of bounds. Remains Logan ball. Again, our score is 34-28 with about 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Josh Jensen finds Milo Steele on the inbounds pass. Milo Steele's going to lose the ball as he was driving. Take a mid-range shot instead. Misses a Joey Harris on the rebound. Brooks Bryanka is going to bring the ball up. Finds Joey Harris wide open three. Last person you want. Misses it. Rebound to Logan Woolstoon. Cam Alvarado almost had a shot. Logan ball.
Grizzlies ball after the tie-up down low. Gonna bounce off both players. Could have gone either way. But the refs saw Logan basketball.
Absolutely.
And everyone in the Grizzly den's happy about it.
Absolutely. Just anything positive at this point we'll take because you can build off of it. There's only one way to go, and that's up from here. As Ethan Woolley takes the ball, passes, finds Miles Steele, almost stolen away by Joey Harris. Instead, takes the three, misses it.
You know, if you break a man's ankles like that, it's very unfortunate to airball the three-pointer afterwards, but you can't get everything.
Absolutely. On that miss, Graydon Olson hustle play as the ball's going out of bounds. Catches the ball, bounces it off a South Summit player. Remains Grizzly basketball here in the third quarter of play.
Cole Reber picking up his fourth foul down low there and gonna sit now.
As Milo finds Graydon Olson on the pass, on the inside pass, looking for an easy layup. Instead, Graydon Olson is fouled, or rather the ball is poked out of bounds. We're gonna do this all over again with about 29 seconds left here to go on the shot clock. Josh Jensen finding Ethan Woolley on the three-point line, nails it!
Another one for Ethan Woolley. He is gaining a head of steam here in this third quarter, and it is much needed for the Grizzlies.
Absolutely.
Three-point game, one possession game.
Absolutely. Our score here, 34-31. Three-point lead as Brooks Bryanka, misses a three-point line. Foul is called. I believe they called it on Josh Jensen.
Brooks Bryanka been given a friendly nickname by the Logan students tonight, and that nickname is Airball.
He's had one or two, and so the students using anything to their advantage they can as Brooks Bryanka gets subbed off to take a quick breather. I expect him to come back into the game. He is a very good point guard. As the inbounds pass is stolen by Ethan Woolley, finds Josh Jensen, who's tripped. Maybe over his own shoelaces, but the Logan Grizzlies still have the ball. Finds Josh Jensen in the corner, misses the three-point. And South Summit has the ball. Logan Woolstoon has it, bringing it up. Gives it back out to Blake Ozathorpe.
You know, Brooks Bryanka may have not put any points on the board yet, but he has really made his impact felt as a point guard. And Riker Bowen for South Summit going to take that in for an easy layup.
Absolutely. Logan Grizzly basketball. Ethan Woolley taking it, drives in. Good layup.
The hot hand is continuing to be fed for the Grizzlies. He's going to take it in, up. It's going to fall, and he's going to get one more chance here at the line. Woolley having himself quite the third quarter with 8 points already.
Absolutely. With a player like Sade Nemby being hurt and like a player like Reed Olson being in foul trouble, we're probably not going to see him till late in the fourth quarter. Someone has to step up, and that someone has been Ethan Woolley.
He's now contending with Wolstenhune for overall highest scorer of the game with 12 points for Woolley. Could make this 13, doesn't, but Graydon Olson is going to grab the rebound, back out to Woolley. What's he going to do with it? Pass over in the corner for Max Clayton. Going to kick to Graydon Olson for three. Why not? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie game late in the third quarter. The Logan Grizzlies have tied it up at 36 apiece.
There may be few, but they are proud and loud, the Logan fans here, as Max Wolfson gets blocked twice by Graydon Olson. It's a tied ball game here, 36-36 with 1:52 left.
Graydon Olson making things happen with bookends on offense and defense. 2 straight blocks. This is my house.
Absolutely is. Milo still gets blocked by Logan Wolfson. Man, he is a tall kid and can get these blocks easy. As number 10, Jack Johnson for South Summit, I believe is fouled on his way, and they're going to call the foul on Max Clayton. Whew, that was exciting. Maybe we got a little too carried away. We still have plenty of time left in this game, but for how frustrating
Oh, there's going to be a few audio clips in those last few minutes, and I'm very sorry to any listeners.
Absolutely, but at the same time, you look at it and think maybe this is a turning point for Logan. The fans are feeling it. I'm feeling it a little bit.
I'm feeling it.
And this is something that you can build off of moving into the fourth quarter, as we have 1:34 left in the third. Not Max Clayton.
Jack Johnson makes 1 of 2 from the line.
Absolutely. South Summit with a 1-point lead, as Ethan Woolley, hot hand of the third quarter, brings the ball up, finds Milo Steele on the 3-point line, finds Cam Alvarado on the other side. Looking for some help, probably in the form of Max Clayton, as Max Clayton's gonna drive, baseline, finds Graydon Olson, Milo Steele, 3-point shot, no good. Cam Alvarado, though, with the offensive rebound, easy layup and in.
The Grizzlies have taken the lead, folks, 38-37 with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. This has been some grit and grind basketball from the Grizzlies tonight.
Absolutely, as Milo Steele trips Joey Harris. Foul called, I can't see. I believe it's a second foul. Yep, it's a second foul. Again, our score here, happy to say, 38-37, Logan Grizzly lead. I believe that's the first time I'm saying that tonight.
That is correct, yes.
Like you were saying, grit and grind kind of basketball, but it works as Joey Harris misses his first free throw.
He has not had a very productive second half. He missed 2 technical free throws earlier. And now let's see what he can do to try and tie up the game here at 38.
Took the words right out of my mouth. He has gone a little bit of cold, with Logan Wolfson taking most of the brunt of the scoring for South Summit here in the second half.
And he does bury that second one, tying the game.
As was said, our game is tied 38-38 with about with about 51 seconds left here to go. Max Clayton in the corner finds Cam Alvarado. Happy Valley lays it up and in.
Cam Alvarado, 4 straight points for the Grizzlies to cement a 2-point lead possibly going into the fourth quarter.
When Cam Alvarado gets to that right side baseline, he's gonna go for that floater and make it. More times than not, I'm nicknaming it Happy Valley for him. As Max Wolfson on the other side gets a layup and I believe the and one.
Grizzlies with a chance to take possession there as the dribble was knocked away, but ultimately South Summit recovers, scores the basket, and is going to send Logan Wolfson to the line for one more. And he's going to make it, regaining the lead for South Summit at 41-40.
We've got about 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's been a very fun quarter, especially compared to the first half. Looking to see that carry over into the fourth as Ethan Woolley doing a little razzle-dazzle to try to get past half court.
You know, maybe they just didn't have enough time to warm up before the game. Maybe that's why the offense was slow.
Maybe that's what it is. As Max Clayton passes back out to Cam Alvarado, finds Ethan Woolley, who's going to drive back out to Max Clayton on the three-point line. He's going to drive. Layup in!
Carries it in like a running back, and is going to put the layup up to gain a 1-point lead. Wolstenhune to try and hit the buzzer beater, and it is no good. Grizzlies lead with no Reed Olson in the third quarter other than 1 minute.
Absolutely. Our score here, 42-41, Logan Grizzlies, as we're going to take a quick break and come back with fourth quarter action here in the Grizzly Den on 102.1 KVNU.
Running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
And Willie's really stepped up. Welcome on back to the Grizzly Den here at Logan High School. As we were thinking we were going to get started, but I guess the referees still need to do some coordinating with the score and timekeepers.
Man, what a third quarter that was, huh?
Yeah, amen. I mean, you can probably go back and hear how exciting it was. I mean, it was fast-paced basketball. It was hustle. It was grind, but there was also, a little bit of finesse, right? Both teams kind of showing, hey, we're not just defensive teams, right? We can score, and we can score with skill. And our score moving into the fourth quarter is 42-41. Logan Grizzlies lead their second of the night, I would say. When they did take their first lead, South Summit answered right back. Logan Grizzlies looking to hold on to this lead here in the fourth quarter. Ethan Woolley been the standout star, with Reed Olson being in foul trouble, looking to continue to have that as Max Clayton finds ball outside, finds Cam Alvarado. Cam Alvarado's going to drive, double teamed. Spin move, mid-range shot.
Why not? Cam Alvarado with a spinning fadeaway jumper. Quite the shot by Cam Alvarado.
He's had himself quite the second half as well, as Max Wollaston is fouled driving in. I believe that they're going to call it on Cam Alvarado. Yep, Cam Alvarado with his second foul of the night.
2 is a number I can live with.
Absolutely, especially moving into the fourth quarter. Foul trouble is really not going to be much of an issue unless, you're in Reed Olson's situation where one more and you're gone. Logan Wollaston, mid-range jumper coming outside the out-of-bounds pass. No good.
Front rim.
Wasn't even really that close compared to some of the other shots he has. Josh Jensen drives, shakes and bake, misses the layup. Joey Harris with the rebound. He's driving fast on Graydon Olson. Finds number 21, who finds Blake Ozathorpe, who gets the turnaround layup and in. Our score 41-43. Grizzlies with the 1-point lead. Ethan Woolley with the ball. Screened by Graydon Olson. Loses his man. Ethan Woolley takes a three. Front rim, no good. Bounces out. Max.
That would have been something.
Sorry, correction, not Max. Logan Wollaston finds Blake Ozathorpe on that fast break. Blake with the easy layup. Our score 45-44. South Summit retaking the 1-point lead. Ethan Woolley with the ball. Passes Cam Alvarado. Want to see him step a little bit more in this game. Graydon Olson looking for Josh Jensen.
Pass knocked away by, what's his name? Where is he?
Joey Harris?
Joey Harris, yes. Not having the most productive half offensively, Harris, but he's stepped up quite a bit on defense and made his presence felt.
Absolutely, he is still contributing to this team as a timeout is called. Oh boy, here we go again. Our score 45-44. Logan and South Summit locked neck and neck.
This is going to be one for the ages. I can tell already, Adam.
Absolutely. After a bit of a slow start, a rough start, mostly on Logan's side. I mean, we can go back and you can maybe hear how frustrated we were. Not so much just because things just were not going well on Logan, no matter what they were trying to do. But second half changes it up a little bit. We have people like Cam Alvarado. We have Ethan Woolley start stepping up, start creating some points. Ethan Woolley with 12 points, Cam with 8, and just overall a lot of scoring. I mean, Josh Jensen with 6 points. Number 5 for Logan, Max Clayton with 5. things are starting to even out a little bit. We're starting to see some positive momentum on the side of Logan.
Braden Olson also been huge in stepping up for Reed Olson's absence and hitting a huge three, the first tie of the game since 0-0.
Absolutely. South Summit with the ball. Joey Harris looking to create some action. Not enough space. Finds Logan Woolsthune, whose spin move, lay it up and in. If there's a player for Logan fans that you would recognize Logan Woolsthune's game like, it's like Jordan Child.
Oh, I mean, good comparison, Adam.
They both have similar builds. They both have that skill around the rim. It's been really fun to see Logan play. As Logan Grizzlies have the ball, Ethan Woolley finds Josh Jensen, who finds Milo Steele. A lot of action outside the three as Ethan Wilson maybe claiming a little bit of a screen. Triple team, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by number 1, Blake Osgathorpe for South Summit. Again, our score here, 47-44.
Logan in desperate need of finding an offensive option here.
Absolutely. As Logan Woolsthune keep doing what he's doing, he's having just himself a party in the paint, getting fouled. Believe they called that foul on number 10, Cam Alvarado. That's his 3rd of the night. He's going to be shooting free throws. Again, our score 47-44 with 5:32 left here to go in the second half. Logan Woolsthune takes a 3 and it banks in. Again, our score 48-44.
Woolsthune on that free throw now at 20 points. He's having himself a game.
Absolutely, and with plenty time left, he's definitely looking to extend that stat. Second free throw is up and back iron, no good. Ethan Woolley with the rebound, finds Milo Steele. Little bit of pressure by South Summit. Joey Harris creating some havoc for Milo. Finds Cam Alvarado, who finds Josh Jensen, sets a screen. They're gonna drive, trip, double team. Finds Ethan Woolley, passes back out to Milo Steele. Mid-range shot, no, bounces out. Looks good from here. Not good enough though, as number 21. Oh crap, what's his name? What did you say? Never mind, Riker Brown has the ball. South Summit has the ball. Blake Osgathorpe, mid-range shot, no good. Max gets blocked by Cam Alvarado. Ball is stolen by Blake. Could have been a foul. And then number 21, Riker Brown.
Woolsthune upset at the lack of the call there.
Riker Brown having to play a little bit of cleanup work for South Summit. Our score 50-44, South Summit lead. Ethan Woolley has the ball top of the key. Screen Cam Alvarado. Instead, Josh Jensen has to take the 3. No good. Braden Olson with the offensive rebound is blocked by Logan Woolsthune.
Eaten right up by Woolsthune. If I'm the coach of the Logan Grizzlies, right now I'm thinking it's probably time to send in Reed Olson.
Yeah, absolutely. Any positive offensive momentum is good.
Woolsthune, untouchable right now. Like you said, it's a party in the paint. Everyone's invited, but he doesn't care who's in there. He's getting to the rim, and he's getting his 2 points.
Absolutely. He's up to 22 points. Pass deflected off of Milo Steele. Logan Woolsthune again. Layup. Give him 24. Timeout called Logan.
10-point lead regained by South Summit here. I can't help but feel like they've lost a lot of their momentum on the Grizzlies side here.
Definitely. I believe it's going to be a short timeout. We're going to keep it here. You probably heard those cheers, the South Summit fans and parents making their presence known. They've got themselves a 10-point lead. I could be wrong. I believe that's their largest lead of the night. Excuse me.
That sounds accurate.
It's one of those things, it's just, man, you had some good positive momentum. I agree with what you're saying, right? Maybe now is when you send in Reed Olson and just tell him, be as clean as you can, play as good as you can.
Well, frankly, I would have said it's time to send in Reed the second you hit the 5-point deficit.
Yeah.
Anything to shake things up a bit when you're getting raked across the coals like the Grizzlies are here in this fourth quarter. You got to change things up, and it seems like the only effective way to change things up would be send in Reed Olson, leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading blocker, and leading shooting efficiency. But nonetheless, the Grizzlies have hung in this game without his presence on the floor. It's just, it might be too little too late at this point to bring him in.
Absolutely, and he's going to stay on the bench coming out of this timeout.
Interesting move. Maybe a white flag, but
Possibly. A lot of the starters are still in, and you've got 3:56 left to overcome a 10-point deficit. Crazier things have happened in the game of basketball.
I mean, 4 minutes, that's all the time in the world to score 10 points. We've seen them do it this game already.
Absolutely. You just got to play clean defense and aggressive offense, and things are going to pan out as Ethan Woolley taking the hook shot and is fouled. Trying to see who they called it on. Looks like they called it on number 5.
It's
Logan Wilson. Yeah, that's his third foul. I doubt that that's going to play much of an effect on how the coaches use him. I think they're just going to let him play throughout as Ethan Woolley takes first free throw and nothing but nylon.
It's going to be a huge key to this fourth quarter to make those free throws.
Absolutely. If you're going to play an aggressive offense, you're going to get those opportunities. And Logan has missed quite a few. I'd say they're probably about above average on their free throws.
But you're going to make a second one, though.
You look back and think, man, maybe if we had a few more, this game would be a little bit closer, as our score is 54-46. South Summit lead. As Logan Wilson brings up the ball, finds Brooks. Looking for some options, finds Riker Brown. Out to Blake Oglethorpe. Brooks with the ball again, looking for an inside pass, possibly to Logan Wilson. Instead, he's going to drive. Reverse side layup, he nails it.
Very impressive take by Bronca for his first points of the night.
Moving full speed with enough rotation on the ball just to have it slip in. Impressive. Foul called. I believe they're going to call it on 23. Cole
If I'm not mistaken, that's his 5th. He's going to have to take the long walk to the bench.
Absolutely. Little interesting twist to this game as Cole Reber fouls out.
Still no Reed Olson here.
Still no Reed Olson. You're absolutely right. Inbound pass from Josh Jensen to number 21, back to Cam Alvarado. Ethan Woolley has the ball. Cross-court pass to Josh Jensen. High floater. Ethan Woolley takes a 3, drills it.
You know, sometimes you can just watch a shooter's body language after they pull up from 3 and you know that's going in. That time, that was going in. From the second it left Woolley's hands, you knew that was a good shot.
Shooter's got to shoot, and Ethan Woolley has been the shooter of the night on Logan's side. Timeout called. We're going to take a quick ad break. We'll be right back here on 102.1 KVNU and Cache Valley.
Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
An auto.
Welcome on back here, Logan High School on 102.1 KVNU and CacheValleyMedia.com. Our score here, 56-49. South Summit with the lead against the Logan Grizzlies. Logan Wollaston has himself quite a night. Passes out to Joey Harris. Back out to Logan Wollaston outside the three-point line. Looking for Brooks outside to Joey Harris. A lot of razzle-dazzle movement from South Summit, having quite a success on this 3-2 defense Logan has been playing. As Logan Wollaston drives in again, having himself quite the night.
Completely unbothered by all defense,
absolutely.
It seems.
He's up to 26 points in this game. Ethan Woolley has the ball, looking to drive, bounces off Logan. Milo Steele finds Ethan Woolley. He's going to take a 3. I believe it was blocked.
And Brooks Branca going to jump out of bounds and throw that off the shins of a Graydon Olson. South Summit's going to take the ball with just over 2 minutes left to go here in a 9-point lead.
Good play by South Summit to just continue to have possession of the ball as we come to 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Again, South Summit with the 9-point lead here in the fourth quarter. as the Logan defense causing some havoc on Blake Ozathorpe. Graydon Olson with the rebound. Ethan Woolley bringing up the ball. Finds Josh Jensen outside the three-point line. He's going to drive. Handoff to Cam Alvarado. Ethan Woolley with the three-point line. No good. Rebound, Joey Harris. He's going to take his time bringing the ball up. You might want to start doing a little four-court pressure here, and that's exactly what Josh Jensen does. Hustle defense. Knocks the ball out. It's going to remain South Summit's ball.
The Grizzlies bench calling that Logan's direction. I'm going to be honest, you need to be a little bit delusional to call it that way. Josh Jensen dives out of bounds with the ball in hand, so I don't know what they were thinking there.
Maybe hoping the referee had blinked and had missed that.
Maybe.
Timeout called. We'll keep it here. We have 1:26 left here in the fourth quarter. Again, our score, South Summit 58, Logan Grizzlies 49. With the Grizzlies looking, it's not impossible, but it's not looking good.
I don't know if Tracy McGrady is on the roster for the Logan Grizzlies, but that may be what they need at this point here.
What a poll. How old are you?
I know ball.
Oh, amen, brother. And you've heard that all night long on 102.1 KVNU and CashValleyMediaDaily.com. Again, thank you for joining us here in the Grizzly Den. Again, we have 1:26 left here in the fourth quarter. We've had quite the game with South Summit extending their lead. As Max Clayton finds Brooks, who finds Joey Harris outside the three-point line. South Summit probably being pretty content to just play keep away for the time being, just drain as much clock as possible. As they find Blake Ozathorpe, who passes back out to Joey, not Joey. Correction,
turnover here.
Turnover. Looking for Logan Wollesthune inside, who loses the ball. Cam Alvarado going to be passing the ball into play. Josh Jensen brings the ball up, finds Milo Steele.
If the Grizzlies are going to win this game, they need a big possession right here with just under 1 minute left to go. They're going to give the ball to Ethan Woolley, drive inside, just a little too much power off the glass as that layup goes off the front rim.
Absolutely. South Summit bringing the ball up. Logan Grizzlies creating a lot of havoc, potentially starting to
travel violation. Bronca not happy with the call.
Very interesting to see how that played out. Again, like what you were saying, Brooks Branca not happy at all.
Not picking up a technical though, so.
Guess not too bad as Cam Alvarado has the ball outside the three-point line. Passes to Milo Steele, who finds Ethan Woolley in the corner. He's gonna drive. Logan Wollesthune playing defense out to Josh Jensen, who's gonna drive, look for some help, finds Ethan Woolley, he's gonna take a three. Oh, double rim, no good.
It looked
Rebound,
so good coming off the hands. It looked good coming off the rim. Unfortunately, unfriendly bounce there for Woolley. And I hate to say it, but I think that's gonna just about do it for our Logan Grizzlies here. Down 9 points with 15 seconds to go. Once again, I don't know if Tracy McGrady is about to check in, but.
If he is, we need him right now as a Ethan Woolley three-pointer doesn't go. Graydon Olson.
The Grizzlies unable to capitalize on a three-point play in any way here. Woolley's missed 3 straight threes, and Graydon Olson unable to capitalize on the layup he was fouled on.
Absolutely. The three-point line is a fickle thing. You either live by it or you die by it, and for a period, Logan Grizzlies were on fire from three-point land as Graydon Olson takes a free throw, drills it, bringing his scoring total up to 5 points. Our score here, 58-50. South Summit 8-point lead with about 11 seconds left here to go as Graydon Olson is taking another free throw after making the first. Rims out on the second one. Logan Grizzlies playing aggressive. Oh, another travel
call down low on the floor. The Grizzlies given another chance to trim this lead. Who knows? Maybe we can see some Grizzly Den magic here.
Again, another travel called on Joey Harris for sliding on his back. Oh, Ethan Woolley with a good hook
they
shot
run
layup.
Clock. Clock is running. They're going to need to fix that. They're going to need to fix that.
No, that clock should be stopped. There should still be 5 seconds at least. left on the clock.
We're going to see what happens here because the clock did not stop.
Oh, they're going to let it go.
Interesting.
Maybe I'm confused, but I thought once the ball was made, then the clock stops until the inbound pass. Am I correct in that, or am I wrong?
I believe that is correct. In a situation like this, with under 2 minutes left in the game, the clock should stop.
Very confusing ending
Not
to this
the
game.
ending you like to see, but it's unclear and unlikely that the ending being changed would have changed much about this game.
Oh, for sure, definitely. Our final score here, 58-52. Here in the Grizzly Den. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come right back with some post-game analysis, as well as have Coach Matt join us and kind of give his thoughts and insights on the game. Again, thank you for joining us on 102.1 KVNU and CashValleyDaily.com. We'll be right back here in Logan High after these commercials.
Collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, cause I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Welcome on back to the Grizzly Den.
Oh, whoops.
Make sure we get in here.
Yeah,
Our
here we go. Here we
webcam works really well. And now we have some of the same issues. I mean, Jason's a little bit taller than me. He blocks out this light with him. Maybe I have to sit on my tippy toes. Again, our final score here in Logan, 58-52. South Summit with the victory. They improved to 4-2, and Logan falls to 1-3 to end the night. Tough loss.
Yeah, absolutely.
You did have glimpses of success. You did have glimpses of positive things going your way. But unfortunately, majority of the time, it was a pretty rough game. Very, what's the right word? Inconsistent, up and down. Yeah. As far as, when Logan was able to take advantage of what South Summit was giving him. On the other hand, South Summit, very good game. They had very good players all around. I mean, I can think of two right off the top of my head that had themselves incredible games. So what are your thoughts, coming off of this game?
I think the main things to look at moving forward from this game are a double-edged sword, because we have almost no minutes from Reed Olson in this game, which was rough. 2 early fouls had him sitting, and then every time he came back in, he got quick fouls. Had 4 picked up by the start of the third quarter, and did not return in the fourth. 4 points still, so fairly productive minutes when he could get on. But that's not what you want to see from your leading scorer, leading rebounder. And Logan had a hard time filling in for his presence. However, I think the biggest positive we got from this game was easily the rising of some of the younger guys and some of the guys who don't usually get as much run as they do. Namely, Ethan Woolley, who had 19 points tonight and really headed a comeback in the third quarter for the Grizzlies. Unfortunately, that momentum fell pretty short in the fourth quarter, but they built a lot of good things up. Now they're just going to have to figure out how to keep those good things rolling as they move forward into the next game.
Absolutely. You compare tonight from last night, I feel a lot better about this sort of ending to a game. Whereas last night, Morgan, again, we said it last night, we said it tonight, Morgan's a solid team, as well as losing Sade Nemby. That just, takes the heart out of a team for a night. And so it's good to see them, back and be competitive, even though, right, it may have not necessarily lasted as long. You still saw plenty of fight throughout the whole game. Just simple things just weren't going, right? Shots weren't falling. South Summit was having quite a few offensive rebounds that are just keeping them in the game, as well as some turnovers. We saw quite a bit of turnovers on both sides. Unfortunately, that's kind of a hard stat to keep track of when you're a two-man crew. I don't have a specific number on that, but I do think that South Summit was able to take more advantage on the fast break as well as creating those turnovers. Moving forward, give me 1 second to double-check Logan's schedule. Moving forward, we're going to be playing Cedar on the 12th, and that's going to be at Cedar. So unfortunately, we won't be able to travel down there, but I do believe that you'll be able to find that game online. I do know that the Southern Utah media group / team, they do a really good job of their high school sports as well, very similar to how Cache Valley media does it here. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to see if Coach Matt is going to be able to join us, and we'll be right back here on 102.1 KVNU and CacheValleyDaily.com, your home for Grizzly basketball.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, because I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Welcome on back. There we go.
No,
now
Coach.
we got our technology figured out. Welcome on back to 102.1 KVNU and CashValleyDaily.com, your home to Grizzly basketball. We're joined by Coach and getting some of his thoughts after the game. What are your initial feelings?
I mean, South Summit's a tough team. You know, 5 did a heck of a job out there. We did a pretty good job against him in that first half. That second half, we just kind of let up a little bit. You know, but, I mean, Reed going out, you know, in the middle of the third, first 2 minutes of the third just really hurt. But a lot of guys really stepped up. Really proud of those kids for their effort and their intensity. And I mean, I don't know how any team losing their top two scorers in 2 nights, you know, how they battled, but I thought our young guys really battled hard.
Absolutely. Was there something that you talked to your team as Reed Olson, right, having to come out very early in the game, right? Is there anything that you told them coming out? Did you tell them next man up, or what were some of the words that you gave them?
Yeah, I mean, I think our team does a good job with that in general. You know, I didn't really have to say anything specific. I think Cam Alvarado really stepped up, played some really hard minutes, some tough minutes. And then even Reed's brother, Graydon, played a really good game. I don't know if the stats are going to pop off on the stat line, but you know, he battled all night against some really big and really experienced big guys for South Summit. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we saw Reed go out in the third quarter. I believe that was his 4th foul, right?
Yeah.
Was he assessed a double technical?
No. So the way it works is you get the fourth personal foul, and then you got a T, and it counts as the 5th.
Gotcha. Okay. We were debating on
miscounting our fouls.
Yeah. We were debating it as well as a coaching staff, and finally in the 4th I asked, and that's why getting out late in the 4th quarter.
Gotcha.
You know,
okay. Well, thanks. That clears a lot up.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up, you already said, great job from some of those players tonight. We saw a great game from Ethan Woolley, especially in that third quarter.
Yeah.
You guys had a great third quarter, a lot of momentum. How are you guys going to use that experience in the future to sort of capitalize on great quarters moving into the 4th and other ones in future games?
Yeah, no, great question. So, I mean, I think even going into last night's game, obviously it's still a little fresh in our minds, last night's loss, but you know, last night we played 2 3/4 of a good basketball game, and then we kind of gave it up in the 4th. And I would say even here we kind of did the same thing. And I would just come back to just some inexperience from our guys. They just need to be in these moments, these close games.
Yeah.
You know, losing the way we lost last night is not going to help them that much. But losing the way we lost tonight, where we all felt in that locker room that we should have had this game, and we just didn't come out with the intensity we needed. It all helps. It all helps,
absolutely.
And it all build them into great basketball players for the next couple of years.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, Coach. Again, good game. A lot of positive things you can build off of. Is there anything else that you'd like to finish out on?
Nope. Just appreciate all the fans. I mean, for 2 nights, especially last night, the fans were amazing. We'll hopefully get some better results for them as the season moves on. But great fan and great atmosphere here.
There's no doubt in my mind you will, Coach. Keep moving forward.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
We appreciate having you.
Thanks for joining us, Coach. We're going to hop over to another commercial break, and we will wrap up here on 102.1 KVNU. Sit right tight. We'll be right back.
And can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
Yeah, that's the one.
Welcome on back to Logan High School, your home for the Logan Grizzlies on 102.1 KVNU and CacheValleyDaily.com. We're going to wrap it up here. It's been a good game, a lot of positive things to take away from this loss, but the final score being 58-52 with South Summit coming out on top. Again, it doesn't feel quite as deflating as a loss as last night did. A lot of good things you can take from, right? Ethan Woolley.
Absolutely.
Graydon Olson, right? Just a lot of good things. So we're going to wrap it up. My name is Adam Lurch. I've been joined by Logan Weber. Again, it's been fun. Grizzly Nation, stay safe, have a happy holidays, and you can catch us here again on 102.1 KVNU and CacheValleyDaily.com.
Thanks for having me, Grizzly Nation.
Signing out. Have a good night, everybody.
This Logan Grizzlies broadcast has been a presentation of KVNU 610 AM and 102.1 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, DD Auto and Salvage, Old Grist Mill, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Adams Wealth Advisors, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Cache Valley Auto Care, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Watch replays of previous games on CacheValleyDaily.com.